All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Let's talk a little bit about what Kendrick Perkins said on his interview with All the Smoke podcast with Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes. And, basically he blasts James Harden. I didn't see the entire interview. I'm still kind of watching it in parts when I can. But it was a good interview. He was super comfortable, kind of told a story. He was relaxed and all that good shit. So, basically, he said that James Harden was the reason they lost. It was at the 2011 finals versus the Miami Heat. Said he was getting double-doubles. And after he had that knee injury in Boston, I think it was, he was never the same player. Before that, he was a better player, right? And if you look at his high school numbers was tremendous. He was scoring, rebounding, blocking, all types of stuff. But I think in Boston, he was exactly what Boston needed. Rebound, putbacks, do the dirty work, all that other shit. But he is famous for telling people stuff, but business. Let's talk about it. Hit that NBA Talk playlist for more videos like this and share the video best with a donate. So basically he said that, they couldn't win the game for their life in Miami because James Harden didn't do his part. He said KD and Russ was hooping. I remember that final series. That was true. Said he was doing pretty good and Serge was playing pretty good. And basically James didn't show up. Now, that ain't even the kicker. He explained why James didn't show up. But, I remember I was in the barbershop, one of the barbershops my homeboy brothers own. And, somebody made a bet that, after Oklahoma City won the game that, it was a 2-3-2 format then. I think it may still be like that. And he was basically like, after they split in Oklahoma City, whatever it was, he said they made a good bet. And one of the dudes said, I bet Oklahoma City come back home. And the barber was like, no, I bet, Oklahoma City don't come back from Miami. And they lost them 3 games. And Kendrick Perkins said that, basically James Harden couldn't stay out the titty bar. I think he said the King of Diamonds. I think it might have been. He said he couldn't stay out the titty bar. That's why they lost. And he didn't get no rest. And that's why he couldn't make no shots. Okay. And, they did a study. I don't know how true it was. It was going around social media saying that James Harden played better depending on how the strip clubs are in that town. And they say he played better when towns or cities had better strip clubs. But Kendrick Perkins went on to say that he said I'm trying to just think. He said that when they played in San Antonio in the Eastern Conference Finals, he said San Antonio didn't have nothing to do with no strip clubs. So James Harden played a lot better because they didn't have the infamous strip clubs or they didn't have a party city that Miami did. And basically he said that he partied the whole time in the finals. And that just let you know where his mind at. He just content with scoring records, assists, rebounds, and being the stat king. We used to think LeBron was consistent with that. It was, correlated with that. But James Harden is really the guy that he only care about that stuff. He only care about, the titty bar. He only care about partying. He don't care about winning. If he was ready to sacrifice and win, he'd do everything he wanted to do to be focused in the NBA Finals. How can you not be focused? But I remember it was a story that came out. I think it came out from Kenny J. Smith, like in 94, 95. They played the Houston Rockets played the Orlando Magic, something like that. And he was saying that how he heard that the Orlando Magic players was going to the mall partying. And they didn't understand the seriousness of being in the finals, even with a veteran leader like Horace Grant. And it happens. It's like in boxing. It was a guy fighting last night on Fox. He came out of shape. You be like, how can a fighter come out of shape and that's his livelihood and your life is on the line if you don't care about the money? Same thing here. How can you go to the championship and not be serious and stay focused? But James Harden, the strip club's gonna plague him. I remember after he lost to the San Antonio Spurs a couple years ago when Kawhi sat out Game 6 and get ready for Game 7, and the Spurs beat him. And after the game he was at the liquor store buying a whole bunch of liquor, getting ready to party. So James Harden is content and happy, with the party life. He don't care about championship. He happy with the party life. He happy with everything that comes with being an NBA star. He don't care about winning or losing. Of course, he ain't gonna take no accountability with Dwight Howard, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, shit with the Oklahoma City Thunder. But I'm glad Perk said this because it correlates what he does today. Probably do that in Brooklyn too, if he could. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Check out the NBA Talk playlist. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out anytime if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsor, video request. All my links in the description. Check out the Facebook group. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Let me know what you think in the comment section. One time for the one time we gone.